No more games on Wednesdays until next
playoffs.
Season.
I have a baseball game next Wednesday.
Lacrosse is over for me after this week, so.
Welcome to another episode of Five Idiots Talking Toys. We have a fun topic tonight. It is our podcast every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. But you don't have to be here on time for that. You can watch it, of course, on YouTube whenever you like or listen on your favorite podcast app. And we have a playlist on our YouTube channel where you can go back and just let it rip and play a bunch of older episodes. You can go back to the beginning, or you can just start randomly anywhere, and you can watch anything that we've done. We're pushing up on almost 5 years of this show, so there's quite a few episodes. Go check them out. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll jump into this topic now. Like I said, it's a fun one. We're going to run through 10 of some of the most popular toy play sets of all time. Is this a definitive list? No, but John has locked himself in a vault deep in a mountain of not Colorado. What is that? Montana? Or was it North Dakota? It was one of those. I forget. Where were you? You were blindfolded when they
somewhere
brought
in
you
one of those flyover states.
Yeah. So he's been locked down for the past 6 days and done a lot of research. He's got some videos ready for us, and we're going to run through those. But he found some of the most popular play sets that will be fun for us to talk about. Right. Brandon Alamo is back from his lacrosse vacation.
Yes, I am back. We don't even play lacrosse here in California.
What was it? Was it baseball?
Baseball. I think lacrosse is a northeastern thing.
I'll be honest. I've never seen a lacrosse match. I've never played lacrosse. I think it looks fun from like little, what I know about it. But there's kids in my town that play lacrosse too, and I don't understand how you coach that. Like, I don't understand how kids can play lacrosse. Like, it's one thing kicking a soccer ball, but when you got to like catch that little ball with the net thing,
you got to throw it, and then it's a hard ball and throwing it at a guy. I don't know. It must be a tough sport for kids to play. That's for sure.
Chris is well versed. Chris
is the coach.
He's a coach. Are you the coach?
Yeah, I'm the water boy coach on the sidelines.
Yeah,
you're the jukebox boy.
Chris has enough trouble coaching 3 boys in his house, let alone.
Chris is the he pays for someone else to coach.
Correct. I'm not coaching anything. They try to get me to coach stuff, and I'm like, you're talking to the wrong guy.
Listen, I have no patience for really anything, but certainly not children. But I wanted to coach my kids, and so I went into
patience for children.
No, I really don't. I don't like children. But well, they're annoying. I mean, of course I like my children, but children in general are annoying. Now, I was super annoying when I was a kid, so I bite my tongue when I say that a lot of times. But I went into it with a positive frame of mind. I said, listen, I've just got to muster up some patience. And I've had a lot of fun coaching the last, couple of years. So it has been rewarding for me. It has been fun. But I had practice yesterday, and I lost it. Like an hour and 20 minutes into practice, I just yelled to the top of my lungs, "No more questions!" These kids are just asking me a question every 10 seconds for an hour and 20 minutes straight.
There's different...
There's 3 soccer fields. Like, everybody at the facility went silent and turned around and looked like, who was that yelling? And I just stopped practice. I sat up. I said, everybody sit down, take a water break. I said, guys, we can't do this. This practice is going terribly. Nobody's listening. And So
I'm shocked you're at a
I turned it
practice.
around, but
You're real fun at parties.
well, that's the thing is I want them to have fun. I don't want to be a disciplinarian. That's not fun.
Why are you
third
having
graders.
practices an hour and 20 minutes?
Well, I hear you. An hour is about where it should be.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
There's kids that can't make it. Like my daughter's got dance, another girl's got travel. They like kind of pass each other.
Start
do
with
an hour and a half.
Everybody's got different coaching styles. I mean,
I know.
Yeah. I mean, today was a perfect example of my son's team, baseball team. Every kid that came up to the plate on his team was locked in, ready for the next pitch, and they all hit really well. And the team that he was playing against had twice the amount of players, and they all took a million swings at the ball. They were all in between pitches. They were, plucking daisies out of the dirt.
Picking their ass. Yep.
Picking around, not doing anything. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this game, I'm telling my wife this game is lasting forever.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is the longest game I've ever been to. And it's because those kids weren't even locked on.
Forever.
Yeah. I mean, we
usually
were
it's less than an hour in and out.
We were walking through practice, and I was just trying to get the defense to know where they're supposed to go. And to the point where I put cones down in the field. And I said, okay, there's three of you. One come to the ball, the other two fall back and go to the cones.
Oh, Shane's a cone
They
guy.
couldn't. And I have two assistant coaches. The three of us couldn't get a single kid to take 4 steps to a cone. They thought it was like we were speaking Swahili. So we have to come up with a different strategy that doesn't work with this group. All right, let's jump into this episode. John is going to take the reins and show us well with the videos. You're gonna you know what videos you want to put up in whatever order. Let's take a look at some fun play sets and reminisce about which ones we maybe had, didn't have, wanted, or maybe we have now.
Yeah. I'm not sure what order to go in. Again, these are in no particular order. So I'm just gonna randomly.
Let's do worst to best.
Oh, I don't even know that.
Well, I know one
They're
of them.
all
I can
pretty
see one of
awful.
them I hear it. I can tell you that the one with the Ewoks is the worst.
Okay, we'll start that.
Stop it. That was one of the greatest toys when I mean you're a little bit younger than me, but as a 5-year-old getting that, I mean it was a very intricate play.
I can imagine.
Village.
Oh, sorry. It automatically plays whenever you bring it up.
See, that's a setting. We can change that.
We need to change that.
Yeah.
But anyway, what were you saying, Brendan?
Yeah, Shane,
play.
work on that.
No,
Oh.
I could understand what Shane was saying. This is actually like one of the cooler play sets, back when you were a kid, but now it's like one of the worst ones to get rid of, and it takes up so much room.
Yeah.
That's probably why
You just want it.
so
You
hard to
pick up
get
a
rid of.
collection and you see that, and you're like, oh, another Ewok play set, and they're so hard to get rid of. So you're just like,
and you hope
trying to
all
blow it
these,
out for a super cheap price.
and you hope all the essential parts are there, so you can just part it out and throw
it's
stuff
just
in the garbage.
Look in the back. Look in the background of my camera. Look on top of the bar next to the sink. It's an Ewok village. I can't get rid of
they're
it.
the worst.
Yeah.
I'm ready to just throw it away or burn it on fire.
Yeah. So this is the Ewok Village, and again, this is no particular order, but Brandon says it's the worst.
It's Ewok Village. I must save my friends. Then that's set. I'll get them. Dear me, what a close call.
It's C-3PO, new Lowbray and Ewok Village playset. Action figures each sold separately. You have to put it together.
I'm Lowbray, the Ewok
You have to put it
medicine
together.
man. Take me to your leader. Your throne, O Golden King, will celebrate with special stew, a barbecue. No celebration for me until my friends are free. Very well, Your Majesty.
Ewok Village playset from Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection. Action figures sold separately. New from Kenner.
Like I said, that's a cool play set. I
It's a
enjoy
great,
it. I
it's a
think
great play set.
I would have enjoyed it as a kid. Now it's a giant pain in the butt.
I had that as a kid. I remember
Yeah.
playing with it as a kid. And then I remember Charles selling it as a kid.
I remember getting it as a kid, and I don't think I ever. I mean, I was only 5, but to that point, I had never gotten another play set or toy that was as kind of intricate as that was. It had places in the trees to go up and down. It had the net. It had the fire pit. It had the swinging boulder
cool.
to it.
Yeah,
It had cool stuff to it, and. As a 5, for anybody my age, I know people laugh about the Ewoks now a little bit. I mean, it was the Ewoks were cool at my age, and this gave you somewhere to put all of your Ewoks. Like, they weren't just random figures, in a space world. They had, their home base, and that made it really fun to pretend you were, on Endor. So
Shane probably has one out in his yard right now.
I have two of them over here to my left. One's in pieces and one's together. But you're right; it just takes up room. Takes up space in your room. At this point, it's like not what you want hanging out in your office. But I do have one, and my son loves playing with it. So,
yeah, well, this next play set is one that I think is pretty sought after nowadays. I don't remember it from back in the day, but let's go ahead and watch this commercial. And this is the best commercial I can find with it. It's not the best representation of it, but here we go.
It's the real Ghostbusters Firehouse playset.
Figment, our firehouse is haunted. No way. Oh no!
Oh, my goodness.
Ding, goes to the stadium.
The real Ghostbusters, each sold separately, assembly required.
Hey buddy, see anything weird? It's Tombstone Tackle. Don't lose your head. Take a hike. There's a policeman. Oh no! It's X-Cop. I can't believe my eyes. Whoa! We're not scared.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't show the firehouse that much.
Yeah, they didn't show the firehouse. They mainly showed the figures.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I didn't have that one as a kid, and that's definitely one that I wanted. That's a very, very cool playset. The pieces on that playset are very hard and very expensive to get.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's very sought after.
Yeah.
Sought after playset. This is one that I had no idea. I think my brother was more into this than I was, but this is from M.A.S.K. This is the playset for
M.A.S.K, where illusion is the ultimate weapon. M.A.S.K Boulder Hill playset with action figures. You put it together.
Oh wow.
For battle, this is no innocent gas station. Activate freeze rate. Nobody stops the evil jackhammer.
Vehicle sold separately with action figure.
Oh yeah?
Oh my goodness.
In another way.
I don't remember this.
Surrender, prisoner.
Me neither.
And I loved M.A.S.K. I thought the concept was so great. As a kid, I thought it was awesome.
I don't think I've seen one of those like ever.
No, I mean I
knew of its existence now, and later in life, but I don't even remember that as a
toy
kid.
shop down the road from me has a lot of M.A.S.K stuff, and they've got a lot of playsets, but I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that's one of those that's like, again, these.
I wonder what it goes for now, even if you could find one.
Brandon's going tomorrow now to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll let us know on the next
after this episode, actually. Why wait till tomorrow?
But there are a lot of moving parts to that, and of course, like M.A.S.K was so cool because the vehicles transformed into like military type machines and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool.
I mean, I was a kid. I don't remember what the exact concept was, but it was sort of like a cross between G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Yeah,
in some regards, like it was, army military kind of theme, but it was everything like transforming into attack mode, basically.
Yeah,
and it was just very cool.
I had the green motorcycle that turned into a helicopter. I had that. That was the only
Piranha.
I had.
The Piranha.
Was that the one that they found like cartons and cartons in Australia of Piranha?
All of the above. They found tons.
Yeah,
and tons of
they found
things.
tons down there.
Like the storage facility that was abandoned or something like that.
Yeah,
that was like in South America.
Yeah. I wonder if it was like a
church. Wasn't it a church?
It may have been.
I think it was a church. It was a donation to a church.
Oh,
I believe it was, and then it was left.
You're thinking of Star Wars, like Ben Kenobi figures, the last 17, whatever.
These are all stories we need to research.
Find from Ohio.
I think you're thinking of Aunt Gertrude and when she put all those figures in her bra and she left the factory from Lily
I want to say there was boxes. Oh no, I'm thinking of Indiana Jones. That's what it was.
Oh,
there was boxes
those little
of
play
Indiana
sets?
Jones figures. No, figures that were left at a church.
Yeah.
In Spain or Mexico or somewhere, and they found it upstairs of the church.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I think
30 years later.
I think the M.A.S.K thing, they found boxes of these in some kind of storage facility in Argentina, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it was South America.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got Australia from, but I thought I remember that. All right, next one.
So the next playset.
Imagine Eternia.
Whoa.
Imagine the gate of fangs. Eternia. Batteries not included. Eternia. Imagine the soaring sky tracks. Figures sold separately. The cavern of justice. Eternia. Imagine the power lift to the control chamber. At last, from the masters of the universe, the world you've always imagined can be yours.
Oh my God, look how huge that thing is.
I don't remember that at all. Do you guys remember that?
Highly sought after.
Yeah, that is one of those it's what, thousands of dollars.
Oh my God. I mean, when I saw the little title, I thought you were going to show, Castle Grayskull or Skull Mountain or whatever.
Yeah.
But Eternia, geez,
Yeah, Eternia is very sought after. It's probably towards the end of the line when nobody cared
anymore. It must have been, because I have no recollection of that.
And then how huge that thing was compared to the kid.
Jeez, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, but Eternia is one of those. The parts are, each individual part is greater than the sum of the whole playset.
Yeah, like that would be a playset that Charles would break up into a million pieces and sell them individually.
Without a doubt.
Definitely.
Charles? No, never.
This next one was probably my favorite playset of all time. I got it for Christmas one year.
The Star Trek USS Enterprise gift set with command chair, console, 3 telescreen cards, and 5 Star Trek action figures. Place Mr. Spock or any Star Trek figure into the transporter room. Spin the control knob and press the button. Mr. Spock disappears. Pretend he's left the deck of the Enterprise for outer space adventure. You can capture the Klingon and bring him back to the Enterprise. Star Trek USS Enterprise gift set. Star Trek action figures also sold separately by Mego.
What a piece of junk that is!
Not surprised that John had that.
It's like it's like one of those vinyl cases that
it's a vinyl case that has snaps and stuff.
Vinyl covered.
It's got like a layer of foam inside under the vinyl.
And then the plastic desk inside, it just plops inside. I actually had this in a collection last year.
Oh my God.
But think about it, that's like 1976.
That looks like it came from the Arizona collection.
That's where I was.
That was so fun when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Got it for Christmas one year. Left it out in the rain, and guess what?
Oh, I can only imagine.
Oh yeah. It's not
plastic
waterproof.
Bag full of wet cardboard is what it is.
A large piece of...
That's like leaving one of those Sandcrawler play sets or like the Hoth play set out in the rain. It's just all cardboard. Oh God.
Those are also garbage, but
yeah.
Anyway, that was my favorite playset growing up. And I think that's about the only playset I think I had another. I had the turret and probot playset, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about the turtles.
Oh, this.
The turtles are assaulting the Technodrome. Inside are the Foot Clan prep and storage chamber, Krang's laboratory, and Shredder's master control room. Huh? Turtles? Oh, they've been spotted. Now they'll have to watch out for the I Spy radar, that hidden ooze pit, the spike back door. The soup time. Oh no, an ooze scanner, a brain scrambler, and mutant manacles. Can Leonardo rescue them? Sure hope so. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Playmate.
Oh, I always wanted
1990. Yeah, I mean that was a big play set. I mean that was not, and I had a lot of turtles, but I see that was the one line that I bought myself. Like, did I get some as presents? Yeah, probably. But that was where I was actually going to comic book shops and convenience shop, pharmacies and stuff, and they would carry some toys. And I bought the turtles myself. That the Technodrome I never was going to get. No. I don't know how much it was, but it was expensive.
Yeah. And then I think that's another one that has tons of pieces.
Yeah.
Tons of pieces. Speaking of tons of pieces.
I got it! Wow.
Oh,
here
gosh.
The USS Flagg.
Look at that thing.
Carrier. Imagine being on the deck of this aircraft carrier.
The USS
Good night.
Get ready to launch aircraft! Where's the Admiral? Not here!
Oh my god.
Fire! We fought Cobra!
USS Flagg aircraft carrier comes with what you see here. Other figures and equipment. So
Brandon needs to change his shorts after this commercial. I mean, I'll have to tell you, G.I. Joe was never my top. You know, like it was a line that I had a bunch of friends had. It wasn't bigger for me than Star Wars or He-Man but I gotta tell you, that's gotta be the greatest playset ever released. I mean, it certainly is the biggest. Mm-hmm. And you know, some of it I think was cardboard, if I remember correctly. Like some of it was not all plastic, but I mean, that is amazing. Imagine having an aircraft carrier that you're landing G.I. Joe size planes on.
It's 11 feet long.
11 feet. Imagine you're a parent and you buy this. You know, like my wife grew up in like a 3-bedroom little tiny house.
Yeah.
Imagine you got an 11-foot aircraft carrier in the middle of your living room.
Brandon's friend Stephen Brass is actually building that right now. He's buying one piece at a time.
Yeah,
right.
He is. Can't wait. He asks me for pieces every day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he asks me for stuff too. I don't really get that stuff in.
I remember. You remember the Kevin Smith show, Comic Book Men?
Oh yeah, great.
So I mean, there was an episode where somebody walked in with that to sell it to the shop, and they took it in the back, like on the game table, and they set up the entire thing. And I don't think I've ever seen one in person. Like I didn't know anybody who had one, but even setting it up now, it was like pretty amazing.
There's one at another toy shop over here, and it's literally takes up like 4 tables, and they have every G.I. Joe vehicle like on top of it. It's massive, and they're super expensive.
Yeah,
and the pieces are worth it. I think that the whole thing's like $1,000, right, for the playset.
Well, if you have the box, I mean, the box is almost worth.
It's the box.
Yeah,
it's worth as much as the whole thing. I mean, because who the hell kept the box with an 11-foot thing?
And then they insert inside. Like I give them credit for even coming out with that toy in the first place. Like having the balls to even put it out.
The only chance
story too, though.
That the only chance that would have in today's period would be like a HasLab release.
Oh yeah.
You know, that size.
Without a doubt. Right.
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Like a 6-inch version.
Oh God.
Oh my God. I mean, well,
it'd be 22 feet long.
Yeah. I mean, the 3 3/4 is
people dedicate an entire room of their house for that. Yeah, believe it or not.
Well, let me ask you this for the G.I. Joe. I forget what the line is called, but the 6-inch line. What is it called? Do you remember what it's called? Classified.
G.I. Joe Classified.
Have they come out with any vehicle jets? Do they have jets for that?
Yeah.
How big are those?
Rattler. They came out with the
that's right.
That ice vehicle is.
The Rattler was a HasLab, right?
Yeah.
And I showed that Jeep a few weeks ago.
Yeah. I mean,
the Cobra Viper.
I mean, how big would that all? I mean, imagine you're landing one of those 6-inch scale jets.
That's one of those where you're looking at it as a kid, and you're like, "There's no way your parents are going to buy that for you. It's just way too big."
And it was like what, $150?
I was going to say, wasn't it at least $100 back then?
Yeah,
even more than
84.
Oh my God. I mean, it was every kid's dream. I mean, you couldn't even imagine that they made that.
Yeah. So. Well, this next playset was only like $29.99 when it came out.
Okay.
Here's the new Star Wars Death Star space station that you put together. Action figures each sold separately.
Darth Vader's firing a laser cannon. It's been hit. He's after Luke. Take the elevator. Hurry! Now cross the light bridge. You won't escape me. Jump, Luke. Oh no! The trash compactor. There's a trash monster. The wall's closing. Save!
Kenner's new Star Wars Death Star space station. Action figures each sold separately.
That's a really cool playset too. I mean, it doesn't really do that much for me, as an adult collector, but as a kid, that would have been really cool.
I think we got shortchanged with it.
Oh, with that? Well, yeah. I mean, they could have came out with something better for sure.
Well, they did. The European version was way better.
Oh yeah, but to be fair, that's all cardboard. It's like that probably would have gotten destroyed.
I'm laughing at that because I have had that play set. I'm not even joking around in my basement for 3 years, and I just don't want to put it together and take pictures and sell it. It's been sitting in this bin for no joke 3 years.
Yeah, I have pieces upon pieces of them,
and I just stare at it every day, and I'm just like, whenever I get time, I'm never getting time.
No.
I'm never doing
So I've seen people transform that playset into
a Death Star,
the aliens, the alien stuff was actually pretty cool. I've seen somebody do that.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I've seen people put multiple of those together and make like a whole circle.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I still think that the cardboard version of that is more appealing now.
Yes,
have that.
Yes. Yeah. But as a kid, get a little slice of the Death Star, and you've got a big giant cannon and with a chair, and you got the trash compactor. I mean, that and the bridge. I mean, that's a fun playset for a kid.
Yeah.
I think it takes like 8 or 10 of those to make the whole circle.
I mean, at least 6. I mean, it's 6 or 8. Yeah. But I mean, you don't want to make quite the whole circle because then you can't get in there. You put like 4 of them together, you got something.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next?
Right. This is the 9th entry. The last entry is on YouTube. I could not find a video to download.
Okay.
But this one is, of course, Shane mentioned it earlier.
He-Man. Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Skeletor is his enemy.
He-Man.
Introducing He-Man, Skeletor, and Castle Grayskull.
You're doomed, He-Man.
Oh yeah? Watch this action, Dad. Now I have the power.
He-Man, Skeletor, and Castle Grayskull, each sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection. New from Mattel, the world's #1 name in toys.
Oh, really?
It's so crazy, like that punch action that the figures came with. I didn't realize if you get punched with it, you have an English accent.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best commercial that I could find. Of
it's like, who's having more fun with that playset, the dad or the kid?
I mean that. Oh, let's have some tea and crumpets with.
That's another sought after playset. I mean, the figures, people, the figures aren't worth anything, and you can't get rid of them. It seems, unless you have like any of the rare ones. But that playset is always hard to find pieces for, and I think people always trying to complete it and find it. I think it's a pretty cool playset.
Yeah, there are tons of pieces to it too.
Remind me. The Skull Mountain had the microphone. Snake Mountain. Why do I keep saying Skull? Yeah. Snake Mountain had the microphone, but Grayskull didn't, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, so that was like the big, because I remember there was a little bit of a gap, I think, before Snake Mountain came out.
Yeah.
And that was like the big add-on is like, whoa, now you can get the same playset.
You can sound like Skeletor.
Yeah, but the microphone was like blowing our minds up.
We had that as a kid also. I remember that.
Yeah. And we would carry the whole damn thing around the house to talk in the microphone, like as if you were walking around with like a sound system.
It's actually funny when Charles sold my whole collection. That's how he talked to the guy in the comic book store and sold the microphone.
He was running an auction at the counter in the comic book store. Oh my god! That playset I got. I must have gotten that. Well, actually, I'll tell you. I must have gotten that in '83. Believe it or not, because I moved into the house I grew up most of my childhood in '84, and I had it in the house before that. That's how I can date it. So in 1983, again, as a 5-year-old with Castle Grayskull, I mean, it was blew my mind up. It was amazing.
I was probably playing with that in '88. I was 6 years old about.
Yeah.
So when he had it, there was no pieces left.
Probably not.
Yeah. I just remember it being a new toy, being a huge thing. I mean, the cartoon was the biggest cartoon in the world at the time. So getting any of those figures was so exciting. And then the playset just was a whole nother level.
I remember getting the hand-me-down figures, and then I think he had the playset, but I remember the playset just being beat to crap, and there was nothing left other than the shell.
The shell, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, He-Man was a lot of fun. So, John, what the last one is?
The last one came out in 2002, I think. and it's pretty awesome. Let's see if I can get it up there. I don't know if I can. Yeah, here we go. Add to stage, and I can't get it to go big because I don't have a split screen or anything like that. But wait, where'd it go?
Oh, Toys R Us in Brunei.
Hang on, sorry. Is that a bigger screen now?
It's cleaner. Yeah, better.
Just hit play.
We're on the lookout. It's the Shredder. How did he find the turtle?
Oh my God!
I'm getting to position. They're attacking. All right. The sewer lair is full of surprises, and the turtles are always ready for a surprise attack. Here comes Mikey.
Dr. Zippenstein, zipping by. Hi, Sweet.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret Sewer Lair. Figures, vehicles, and roleplay each sold separately.
If I remember correctly, that's worth quite a bit of money as well.
I don't like cartoon-looking turtles.
Your business.
Wait, hang on.
Signs and graphics.
What happened?
You can say.
All right, John.
What the hell is all this?
Just hit pause. There you go.
Good Lord. I don't like
don't see what's going on over here.
cartoon-looking turtles.
So I'm trying to.
I don't see nothing. I don't even see banners.
So
Yeah.
I think that might have been the last time that any playset was made with all plastic like that. Because nowadays, my biggest issue with playsets nowadays is now I bought the last Ninja Turtle Sewer Lair for my son a couple years ago. And
I was just going to say, my kids
cardboard.
just got that. Yeah, my kids just got that one.
It's all cardboard, and you have to put the pegs of the plastic things through it, and it's
in
like
the back.
in 2 seconds the thing falls apart. I'm like, what kind of crap
The
is
newest
this?
one?
It's a piece of garbage.
The newest one
new
of
Sewer
that.
Lair.
Yeah, of that.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's a piece of junk.
My kids had it, and yeah, they were playing with it, but I kept putting it back together.
Yeah. It's a
This
cool
one looks
playset, but it's made
awesome.
out of cardboard.
Yeah.
They don't make these places, and then I guess rightfully so, because I don't think any of these kids play with these toys anymore. But nowadays, I don't see playsets for sale like that. I mean, nobody's making them, and
Not really.
if they are, they're super cheap cardboard stuff. Like,
Well,
My son got a Bat Cave, like a hand-me-down playset, and it was like a very popular set, I think, because he would go to like this was when he was younger. He would go to like daycare, and they had one there too. So they must have been a million of them out there. But it was one that was like Castle Grayskull, like it folded open, and it was all plastic, and it was a very durable playset. And if you had some, of the little Batman figures, it would last forever. But that was probably a long time ago.
The small Batman figure?
Yeah.
The small
Yeah,
Batman
I know what you mean. Yeah, with the big feet or whatever.
It flapped open with the big feet, and I think the head would go up and down also.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably 20 years ago that came out, or 15 years ago.
Interesting you bring up the Batman playset, because that's the one that I had as a kid, was the Toy Biz version with like the blue seats and like the little dungeon area to put the Joker and stuff in the Batcave. And then when the next series came out, when Kenner took over the line, they created like Wayne Manor, and it would open up and it would have the windows from the top. Remember that? And all that. And the front of it was his house, and behind it was the actual Batcave.
Okay. I don't remember that, but
those were super cool back in the 90s, and they don't make that stuff anymore.
It's gotta listen, Star Wars was using cardboard, 45 years ago, but it's gotta be like cost cutting, there's gotta be reasons why they're half of it's cardboard these days. Because they spent, these toy companies spent 20, 25 years making some really cool all plastic playsets that could get the crap beat out of them and still be together. So I don't know, but that Turtles playset is pretty huge.
Yeah,
I mean, that first wide shot when the thing was as tall as a kid, I was like, "Whoa,
the thing's massive." Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know anything about that. What was that Ninja Turtles line? Was that just that was the Nickelodeon Turtles?
That one was, and now the new one is the new movies this came out with
Mutant Mayhem
ones.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Nickelodeon Turtles. I don't like Nickelodeon Turtles. They look weird. I get that
the layer's awesome.
I get that they have to reboot it and make it look, fresh and new, but I just don't know anything about that time period.
Yeah.
And my son was not the right age. I mean, he was It was before he was born, probably, that came out.
I mean, you're missing.
That is hard to find.
You're missing the Jurassic Park playset that came out in the '90s. The big dome-looking one with like the wires and stuff. That one's super expensive.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Well, that's part 2, Brandon. That's when Brandon Alamo comes with his 10 playsets.
Yeah.
He's going to have the Batman. What
John
is it?
owes us a couple ones from the '90s.
What's the brand that put the Batman one out? You said
it was Kenner.
Toy Biz.
Toy Biz was
Toy
the first
Biz.
one.
Yeah. Brandon's going to come locked and loaded with his Toy Biz Batman, his Jurassic Park Welcome Center or whatever it is.
Oh, see, you know what it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, Chris is yawning, and that means it's time to wrap this episode up. Chris only collects lunch boxes, so don't show him play sets.
John's going to go play with his Mego Star Trek.
He loves that.
No, the red tornado now.
Yes, you missed it.
Oh yeah, Brandon missed the red tornado last.
We don't want to see it again.
Did I miss it?
I don't think you did. You weren't here for it.
Yeah. Well, those are some fun play sets.
Like I said, those were compiled from like 5 or 6 different lists, and those are the ones that showed up on the list the most.
I'm still blown away by that Eternia, because the idea that there was a playset that I don't even recall blows my mind. But you guys are right; it must have been towards the end of the run.
I think it was. That may have been what did them in,
or maybe at least not the first couple of years, and then I moved on. I don't know, but
because wasn't the USS Flagg one of the things that kind of did G.I. Joe in too? They invested all that money into that.
I don't know.
Line. I don't know. Hasbro seems to be doing fine. So
they're doing. I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. But
yeah,
G.I. Joe, like it stopped for a while, and then they had different iterations over.
Well, I mean, I guess Hasbro's doing playsets now for Star Wars, because they are doing the vintage collection, like Jabba's throne room.
Yeah, but those aren't really for kids, though.
No, I mean they're for collectors and nerds.
Yeah.
What are they? I mean, have we seen what they're coming out with?
Nerd
around Mando and Grogu. Like, are they? Because Charles showed us the new Lego, the Razor Crest. The new Razor Crest. Are they coming out with any vehicles or play sets for the new movie?
I haven't heard anything. Just figures for sure. The
rehash of the 15th iteration of Mandalorian with his Beskar armor.
Right. He adds like one new little like emblem or piece.
Yeah.
So that they could keep releasing new Mandos.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. A fun look back at some vintage toy commercials. One from Brunei, one from England, one from Sri Lanka, and the rest were American. And oh my, I would love to see that USS Flagg in person. Like, I just can't even imagine. But fun to see some of those turtle play sets. The M.A.S.K play. I don't recall the M.A.S.K play set, but that looked pretty awesome too.
Boulder Hill.
And thanks for bringing this to us, John. This was a good one.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was Chris's idea. So
Aliens Queen Hive.
But Brandon, no spoilers, please. This is going to be your episode.
Yeah, you need to do some.
Right.
I'm thinking of all these really cool play sets, and I'm like, man, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Most of them are from Kenner.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and call our voicemail line. Leave us a message, suggest a topic, whatever you want to say, and we'll get back to you there. We'll put you on an episode. Please check out our Patreon, and we will see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Charlie.
Bye-bye.
Yankees.